I'm going to tell the story of Loldygocks and the Three Threars.
The Bee Threars.
The Bee Threars. There was once a ghetto girl called Loldygocks. She wasn't a terribly good little ghetto girl. She didn't mean to be bad. She just didn't think-a-dee-dink sometimes. Well, not too far from where Loldygocks lived, there was a hiddle loud sweep in the dudes. The Bee Threars. The baddie dare, the bommy dare, and the bitter little beware. One morning, the balmy mare prepared a wonderful breakfast of rot porridge. The Bee Threars started to eat their breakfast, but the porridge was woo tough. So the Bee Threars decided to woe for a gulp when weep in the dudes. Well,
that would be duds.
Well, who should come along then but Loldygocks? She walked right into the Bee Threars' hiddle louse. She didn't even knock. Isn't that a shirty dainty? Loldygocks sat right down at the kitchen table and tasted that porridge. But the porridge in the big bowl was too topped. The porridge in the middle-sized bowl was coo-toed. But the porridge in the biddly-liddly bowl was rustage. And Loldygocks ate it until it was totally gone. Isn't that a shirty dainty? Dane. Then Loldygocks got up and went into the living room and decided to try out the chairs she saw there. But the chair was too hard. The chittle-sized mare was too tough. But the bitty-liddly chair was just right. And Loldygocks rocked in that chair until it broke into a pitchin' Mrs. Isn't that a shirty dainty?
A pillion Mises.
A pillion Mises.
Isn't that a shirty dainty? Then Loldygocks went upstairs to the red room and decided to try out the bed she saw there. But the middle bed was too hard. The middle-sized bed was too tough. But the biddly-liddly bed was just right. And Loldygocks lay down and went to sleep. Isn't that a shirty dainty? Well, now, who should come home from the week duties? But the Bee Threars bums duties.
Bumsidey, somebody. Bumsidey.
Been tasting by porridge, said the baddie dairy. Bumsidy's been pasting by porridge, said the balmy Mary. Bumsidy's been pasting my porridge, said the biddly-liddly bearware, and it's totally gone. Boo-hoo-boo, worried the Bee Threars went into the living room. Bumsidy's been shitting in my chair, said the balmy mare. Bumsidy's been sitting in my chair, said the biddly-liddly bearware, and it's broke into a pillion Mrs. Boo-hoo-boo. Very worried, the Bee Threars went up in the red room. Bumsidy's been beeping in my sled, said the baddly-daddly there. Bumsidy's been beeping in my sled, said the balmy bear. Bumsidy's been beeping in my sled, said the biddly-liddly beware. And she's hiked rear. Well, when Loldygocks woke up and saw the Bee Threars, she bumped out of bed and ran out of the hiddly house as fast as she could go. But the Bee Threars ran after her, and they caught her, and they took her back to their hiddly house. And then the Bee Threars asked Loldygocks to cook them a big stack of canned cakes with sample merbit. And she did. Then they asked her to glue together the filian pieces of the biddly liddly bearwares share. And she did. She was very crafty, and then they asked her to read the biddly liddly bearware a bedtime story. And she did. She read him the story of Beeping Slooty. And then they all lived heavily after happy. And Loldygocks tried very hard to be a good girl, a good gittle girly. From then on, and that's not assuredly dainty, is it?